Did you know that trigonometry is used everywhere? An example of this is an architect. They use trigonometry to measure the sides of towers and buildings. There is a tool they use to accomplish this. This tool is called a clinometer. And surprisingly, this tool is actually very easy to make. These are the supplies you need: a protractor, a string, a straw, a weight, and any other supplies you might need.
Put the string in between the hole in the middle of the protractor. If there is no hole, use a drill or anything to do so. Put the weight on your string. Then, tape your straw on top of the protractor. This is the end of how to make a protractor. Now let's try to use this tool.
First, we poked the pin through the center of the straw. It was very difficult as we had to ensure that the pin was straight. Secondly, we roll a ball of plasticine and attach it to a paper clip which was tied to a thread. We had to ensure that the ball was round and that the ball did not fall off the paper clip after being attached. And so this is how our completed clinometer looks like. It is a very useful instrument which is able to measure an angle of depression or angle of elevation using the ball of plasticine at the end as a weight and the angles on a protractor as a guideline on what is the angle of elevation or depression. As this project required us to apply our mathematical knowledge into a real-life situation, we decided to find out the height of the MRT train track, as we felt that despite the MRT having been around for such a long time, a lot of people, including us, did not know the actual height of the train track. And as the MRT is easily accessible and being mostly in uniform height, we in the end decided to measure it.
Good afternoon, Miss Lee and Class 35. I am Tan Zheng and today I'm underneath Amgyu MRT station to measure the height of the train track using trigonometry as Miss Lee has taught us. First, I will find the adjacent length of the right angle triangle, which is the length of this drain to that drain over there. Okay, and now with the help of Rico, I will measure the length.
Okay, the adjacent length will be from this drain to that drain, which is 295.7 cm. Reaction.
Okay. Memory 没有了.
First, we must make sure that the string is at 90 degrees,
Okay.
perpendicular to the drain. Yeah. And now we'll measure the angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, the angle will from 90 degrees will be 29.5.
Now we'll measure the angle of elevation.
Okay, as you can see, okay, if from 90 degrees it will be 58 degrees.